Hey everyone, it's Gary again from Memory Motors, and today I'd like to introduce you to my friend Koda. Koda is a 1974 Ford Custom Ranch Wagon. We're going to do a walk around video here so you can see the good, bad, and the ugly with Koda. Body itself is in pretty decent shape. I believe it has been repainted at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. Obviously, as you can see, the original wheels are gone, so we have the aftermarket wheels and tires that come with it. Unfortunately, I don't have the original rims. Windows have been tinted, which is a good thing because the car does not have any air conditioning, so definitely gets a little warm in there. As you can see, the rockers are still in pretty decent shape. No rust, no holes. Again, I believe they have been refinished at one point. Even the back quarter panels, typically right around where the spare is, you can see some spots here where it's a little bit rough, but by and large no holes, so that's a good thing. Bumpers itself are showing some rust, especially the one piece there is really starting to scab up a little bit, and you can see that the rubber along the back bumper as well is kind of warped and wavy with age and with sun. That's typical of these old wagons. Again, the back windows have been tinted, and unfortunately we're missing the roof rack. The previous owner took that off and unfortunately misplaced it, so we don't have that available to us. Now we'll just take a look at the lights to get you to turn on the headlights for us. I don't know if you can see that in the sunlight or not. Left turn signal, right turn signal, okay, and brakes. Okay, perfect. All right, now we'll turn the car around and you can take a look down the other side. Okay, so now we'll take a look at Koda from the other side and take a look at some of the spots on the front grille as well. Again, showing the same sort of wear as the back. Thankfully not quite as bad, but there are some minor scratches in the chrome itself, which has caused a lot of dulling. The grille's still in pretty decent shape, as is the hood. No real chipping or anything, just a couple of minor blemishes across the nose piece here. Chrome itself is not in bad shape either. Do still have some spots on the wheels that we can clean up without any trouble at all, but other than that, they're in pretty good shape. And the rockers as well are in good condition on this side. Again, you'll see a couple of minor blemishes here where some rust is starting to scab up on the driver's door, started from some door dings, but again, nothing really bad. Again, one more spot here just in front of the wheel as well. No holes. And behind the wheel on this side as well, you can see that it's starting to crack a little bit, but again, no holes, so it's still pretty solid there. The thing that makes the difference between the Country Squire wagon and the Ranch wagon is that while it does have the rear facing seats, they are only single seats. So where you would normally have 4 positions here, typically you only have 2 spots, and that leaves you some room for a shelf here. The middle seat does fold down again, so when you fold all the seats down, you can still sit a 4x8 sheet of plywood in here without too much trouble at all. When the window is down on the tailgate, you can also open this like a pickup tailgate as well. Walking around, we can take a look inside. Along the bottoms of the doors, we'll take a look here. Again, you can see they're not in bad shape. And the back seat itself is pretty much original condition, no major issues there. Headliner in the back is in good shape. Headliner in the front has one minor spot where the seam has started to split. Now, one thing you've probably already noticed is something weird's going on with the front seat, so let's take a look at that. Now, for some reason, at one point or another, the previous owner decided that he was sick of the bench seat and decided to put some new seats in the front from a 2011 Mercury Gran Marquis. Kind of weird. Also kind of weird that they don't match the car. Beige color, not exactly good with the chocolate brown. But the cool thing is that it does have the they did manage to keep the power seat functionality in them. Unfortunately, that power seat functionality is controlled by a switch that on this side is actually inside the glove box. So you still have all the functionality of the seats, but it's all inside the glove box. Now looking looking at it from the driver's side. Again, the seat's a little bit more worn on this side, but the big issue here is the carpet. Carpet's pretty badly chewed up on the driver's side and would definitely need to be replaced. A couple of other unique things that they've added to this car is somebody's put a tack on as well, which is fully functional. And also, you'll notice that there's a complete gauge set underneath for people who don't trust the factory installed idiot lights. So in addition, there's also an under dash radio. The factory radio does not work, unfortunately. Interior in the dash, everything's in decent shape with the exception of one fairly large crack in the center here, typical of a vehicle that's been left out in the sun. Pretty normal thing to see. The other thing that's kind of unusual is that someone has taken a mid-70s Mustang II or Maverick steering wheel and put it in this car as well. Kind of makes it look a little more sporty. I don't know. You can comment below whether you think it's cool or whether it should be changed back to the original. But unfortunately, the original one is not available at this time. As I said before, there is a small tear in the headliner and a small hole up here as well that would need to be addressed if you decided you wanted it looked after. The vehicle is equipped with a 400 V8. This is the M block. You can see the information here on the deadbolt for the oil service. The vehicle has been oil sprayed, which is what you're seeing here under the hood. It's not a massive oil leak. It does have an MSD ignition system installed, because back in '74 this would have been a points system, but that has been replaced, so one less maintenance item to worry about. The car does run very well, drives very nice and straight, and we'll have a driving video for you as well.